Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today our topic is Chapter 13 Sport and Movement of Class 10 Skeletal System or Skeleton. What is skeletal system or skeleton? Skeletal system consists of muscles and bones. All the bones in the body, along with the muscles attached to them, in particular skeletal muscles, are the muscles which are attached to the bone. These two important structures, muscles, skeletal muscles, and bones together make skeletal system. Skeletal system consists of two main components, out of which the largest and most prominent is bones and the other is muscles. These two structures, muscles and bones, make up well articulated. Articulated means well organized, well arranged framework which is called skeleton. All the bones in our body together are called skeleton, and all bones in our body are attached to some type of skeletal muscles. Now there are two types of skeletal system or skeleton. Skeleton is of two types: endoskeleton and exoskeleton. Endoskeleton, as the name shows, endo means inside and exo means outside. The type of the skeleton or skeletal system which consists of the bones to the inside of body, it is called endoskeleton. The skeleton which is present inside the body is called endoskeleton. The skeleton of human beings, man, is endoskeleton, and other major vertebrates like lions, tigers, dogs, cats, birds, etc. also have endoskeleton. Now we talk about exoskeleton. Exoskeleton is like a covering present outside the body. The animals which consist of exoskeletons are many also. For example, insects have exoskeleton. Insects are special type of arthropods who consist of jointed legs and a covering which functions as an exoskeleton. Those animals which have exoskeleton, they usually shed their exoskeleton. When the size of animal increases, it becomes difficult for the animal to live in the covering of exoskeleton. So they periodically remove the old exoskeleton and replace it with the new exoskeleton because they are continuously growing until their growth is complete. But as compared to exoskeleton, endoskeleton is never shed. It is not replaced by a new endoskeleton. Nevertheless, the bones, when their growth is complete in endoskeleton, if there is any damage due to an accident to the bones, bones can replace their lost cells by mitosis. But it doesn't mean that there is a total new endoskeleton because it is never possible for the animals who consist of endoskeleton. Now we discuss the rule of skeletal system. What is the role of skeleton or skeletal system in animals? Skeletal system first of all plays an important role in the support of body. Skeletal system provides us with support. Our heart, our liver, and our lungs are supported by the bones of rib cage. Our brain is supported by our skull, and many viscera, including stomach and intestines, are supported by a vertebral column or backbone. So, one important function of the skeletal system is support. If we remove the bones, the structures which lie or are supported by the bone will fall down and collapse. Second important function, which is a related function to support of skeletal system, is protection. Skeletal system provides protection to major organs. Our brain is not only supported by the skull but also protected by the skull. Same is the case with the heart, lungs, and liver, which is which are supported and protected by rib cage. So protection is also a major role of skeletal system. And the rule under discussion in this chapter of skeletal system is movement. Skeletal system provides us with movement. Movement is both general term and also specific. Movement means moving or changing the place of any part of body or the whole organism. When whole organism moves from one place to another, it will be called locomotion. So, We may say that our skeletal system helps in movement as well as locomotion. Movement is a general term describing the change in place of a part of body or change in place of the whole organism, but locomotion is always a specific term for change, for movement from one place or to another place of a whole organism. The complete organism goes from one place to another. It is locomotion, and it is a rule, a function of skeletal system. There are also many other rules of skeletal system. For example, skeletal system serve to regulate the minerals in the blood and bones. Hormones are also produced. Some hormones are also produced by skeletal system, and blood cells are also produced by skeletal system. The bones, marrow helps in production of the blood cells. Next, our topic will be the components of skeletal system, out of which main, as described in your book, the first one is cartilage. Cartilage is a connective tissue like bone, but it is flexible as compared to the bones. It is a clear, firm, blue-white tissue. It is a firm means strong, blue-white and dense connective tissue. Cartilage consists of special types of the cells called chondrocytes. Chondro means cartilage, cytes means cells. The cells of cartilage are called chondrocytes. These are specific types of cells which are present in fluid-filled spaces of cartilage called lacuna. Imagine this is a space, empty area where nothing is present except fluid like water. In the center of this fluid, this one is a chondrocyte. Now, there are many fluid-filled spaces like this. In the matrix of a cartilage, means in the structure of the cartilage. This is another, this another, and this another. All of these chondrocytes or these spaces are connected with each other by help of special fibers called collagen fibers. These fibers, collagen fibers, are thread-like structures made of a particular type of collagen which is common in all parts of skeletal system. Collagen is a famous protein present in bone, muscles, and cartilage as well. These fibers of cartilage join the chondrocytes with each other, and the network of the collagen fibers present in the cartilage is called matrix. These are This all network of collagen fibers make a matrix. Matrix means a network, a mesh. These empty or fluid-filled spaces. The word empty I am using because there is no major organ or there is no major other thing present in these spaces except a fluid or cell. These are called lacunae. This is lacuna, this is lacuna, lacuna is singular, and many empty spaces together present in the matrix of cartilage are called lacunae. So, to describe briefly is that cartilage is a connective tissue which consists of chondrocytes present in lacunae and connected by collagen fibers which make a network and a mesh called matrix. Now we talk about the types of cartilage. There are three types of cartilage described in your book. One is elastic cartilage. As the name shows, elastic cartilage is flexible. It allows movement. That is why it is present in the parts of body which are flexible. Elastic cartilage is present in pinna, epiglottis, and other such flexible parts. Pinna is the external ear. External outer part of ear which we can move, touch, and some animals can move on their own like donkey. It is called pinna. Epiglottis is a flap of cartilage present on the top of glottis or trachea. It continues to shut and open the trachea with the flow of food and air respectively. You can also define elastic cartilage as a cartilage which is present in flexible parts of the body like pinna, epiglottis, etc. The second type of the cartilage described in your book is hyaline cartilage. This type of cartilage is also elastic like elastic cartilage, but its shape is different. Its shape is nose-like. That is why hyaline cartilage is present in the parts of body which are nose-like, means it is present in the nose, in the trachea, in bronchi and bronchioles, and also it is present at the ends of both long bones. Ends of long bones are guided or helped by made flexible by hyaline cartilage. The third type of cartilage described in your book is fibrous cartilage. Fibrous cartilage is strong and somewhat tough as compared to hyaline cartilage and elastic cartilage. It is less, or you may say least, flexible, and it is present in the bones of backbone. Our backbone or vertebral column consists of 26 bones. the disc-shaped bones like this. Between these bones is present fibrous cartilage. It allows the slight movement of backbone to the front or to the back. Just a little movement is allowed by fibrous cartilage, and this little movement is no less important. It has much more importance because of it our backbone can be leaned forward or backward. Now we will discuss about bone, which is another component of skeletal system. Chapter 13, Class 10, Biology. Bone is the hardest tissue present in human body or body of other animals. It is hardest connective tissue present in body. The cells of the bones are called osteocytes. Osteo means bone, cytes mean cell. The cells of the cartilage are of one type, but the cells of the bone means the osteocytes are of three types. Bones can regenerate themselves. They can remake themselves. They are mostly living. And one reason for the bone being hard is these three types of the osteocytes also. Another reason for bones being harder or hardest is the storage of calcium and phosphorus minerals in the bone. Bones have a matrix embedded with calcium and phosphorus. These are the heavy minerals present in the rocks and mountains, which also give the bones their hardness. Cartilage lacks these minerals. That is why cartilage is softer as compared to bone, but not too much softer. So there will be less empty spaces when there is more calcium and phosphorus stored in the bone. When we see at the structure of the bone, when we take a bone in our hand, the outer part of the bone is hard and it is called compact bone. The outer harder bone is called compact bone. The inner soft bone is called spongy, or also another pronunciation, spongy bone. Inside of the bone is present blood, bone marrow, and it is soft. That is why it is called spongy bone. The outer bone has no lacunae as compared to the spongy bone. That is why it is called harder bone, hardest part of the bone, and compact bone.